You know the old saying, everyone complains about the weather, but no one does anything about it. Albertans feel the same way about equalization. It's time to do something about it. Equalization is a complicated taxpayer-funded system that gives federal transfers to some provinces so all Canadians, wherever they live, can receive similar public services. But what may have seemed like a good idea back in 1957 has since become a politicized process that rewards some provinces and punishes others. Since Alberta provides Ottawa with a disproportionate share of federal tax revenues, and because of how the program treats oil and gas revenues, Alberta has always been the province that's punished the most. Last year, Equalization paid out over $20 billion to Quebec, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, PEI, and Manitoba. Over the past half-century, every province except Alberta has received equalization payments. The biggest beneficiary has always been Quebec, whether it needs it or not. Lately, it has been using its equalization payments to build up an enormous savings account called the Generations Fund. Saving for a rainy day contradicts the very purpose of equalization. Meanwhile, Alberta, which is suffering a major economic downturn, continues to pay into the system it can never collect on.
How could equalization change to treat Alberta more fairly?
It could include renewable resource revenue from Quebec's massive hydroelectric sector, which would reduce that province's ability to claim equalization payments. It could recognize that some provinces are gaming the system by refusing to develop their own oil and gas reserves for fear of losing out on equalization payments. It could reduce equalization for provinces that are delivering gold-plated public services, such as cheap daycare in Quebec and the Maritimes' overbuilt university system. Finally, authority over how to distribute equalization's huge pot of money could be taken away from the federal cabinet and given to a non-partisan body less susceptible to political interference. Constitutional law in Canada already provides several ways for Albertans to demand that equalization change for the better. Find out how in Equalizing Canada's Equalization.